I want to go to the piece that you put up just days ago. Shocking update. Pet-eating Haitians in Ohio aren't the worst part of Harris Biden's latest migrant deception. And you shared a post from Creative Dreamer. And here's the post. Absolutely heartbreaking moment in Springfield, Ohio. Residents tell mayor that she can't take it anymore as Haitian migrants squat on her lawn, litter in her yard, and harass her elderly husband daily. The mayor of Springfield does not want the people to see this. And that's what people can say if they go check it out at revolver.news. And here's how the reporting continues. In case you didn't realize, the U.S. is now being invaded by a horde of pet-eating Haitian migrants. These uncivilized migrants have been settled in small towns across America, and now they're eating people's pets and the ducks and geese at local parks. Not to mention, they're causing massive filth in these towns and squatting in people's lawns. It's gotten so bad the residents of these towns and communities are literally begging their elected officials for help. And I will add on to this. When I went to Yuma, Arizona, I met with some of the farmers, and they said that these hordes of Haitians would come over and just set up in the middle of their grain fields or in their lettuce fields. And with the health requirements, understandably, that they're under from their own professional association, they have to then destroy tons of crops that fuel their opportunity to continue to keep land under agriculture management. And they specifically talked about the groups of Haitians being very entitled, being very violent, refusing to leave, whereas groups from other countries, while it's certainly a challenge and devastating and destructive, there wasn't the confrontational element that people shared with me about the groups of Haitians. So, what brought you to this story? How are people reacting to it on Revolver, Darren?
No, it's a great question, a very important issue. I just want to return briefly to your remark that you don't even see some of this stuff in the actual third world. And I think that gestures toward a very important point that sheds light on the nature of the dystopia in which we live under Biden. And that is, typically you have either a draconian kind of centralized government surveillance state, no liberties, but you at least get a bit of safety and security out of that. There are not a lot of, migrant crime on the streets of Pyongyang, for instance, notwithstanding all of the other reasons you wouldn't want to live there. But there's this weird sense in which we experience worlds, which is we live in a country now where you can get arrested, charged, and convicted of a felony for circulating memes mocking Hillary Clinton. Yet migrants can come in, complete open borders, rampant criminality, robbing convenience stores, robbing citizens, squatting on citizens' property without any accountability whatsoever. So it's this world situation where ordinary citizens have to endure maximum restriction on liberty and don't even get the payoff of a commensurate degree of security and safety. So it's like we're picking the worst aspects of the third world and the worst aspects of sort of a technologically advanced surveillance state. And I think that really characterizes what is distinctive about this that we're living in the United States in 2024. And as to the migrant crime, the new crime with Haitians, I mean, all the stuff with pets it's very scandalous, it's very visceral, and it touches people on a kind of on a psychological level that I think invites people to understand the scope of the problem. It's such a tangible expression of the cultural that I think exists more broadly with respect to the types of immigration that we've had for a while now, but it's just so acute and it's so undeniable and it's such a kind of scandalous expression of this that I think the silver lining is it actually really helps people to grasp the depth of the problem when it comes to our open border crisis as such. And you're seeing just, and frankly, just incredibly sad people. These are not wealthy people. These are, what Trump calls the forgotten American. And it's bad enough that we've immiserated the forgotten American by outsourcing their jobs to other countries, by demonizing them with a steady stream of decades-long sort of racially antagonistic propaganda against all of the crimes that our ruling class has visited upon the forgotten American. But to add the ultimate insult to all of those injuries, you'd think, at the very least, can we expect the government not to dump on our communities, on our rural communities, on our forgotten communities, such that their pets are being eaten? Can we even expect that?
It's a low bar, Dr. Beattie. It's a pretty low bar.
Just as a basic item of that contract, can our criminal government at the very least not dump Haitians in our communities that rip the heads off of geese? But apparently we can't even expect that. And that is downright outrageous.
Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel with notifications turned on. You won't want to miss any of the breaking news.